In this video, we're going to look at my 3 top tips for creating melodies in the style of trap. We're going to be using very simple ideas that don't require any music theory knowledge at all. Now, creating melodies is the golden egg. It's really hard to do. It's really hard to find. If you can write a killer melody, you've got a #1 track. It's the reason why every song doesn't go to #1. Those people that can write those hit melodies that stick in people's brains make lots of money. Okay, so hopefully you can do that with this trick. Let me know if you do. I'd be very glad to hear that I've made you very rich. But we'll look at some simple steps to how we can go what I call fishing for melodies. So we're going to look at some areas, some hot spots that will have some melody fish in there that we can capture and hopefully find inspiration. Okay, so let's dive in and see how this is done. So if you haven't already watched my video on the 5 must-know chord progressions for trap music, please watch that. I'm going to be using that to create the melodies with the first 3 chord sequences that I recommend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to duplicate the chord track that I've already got. Reason for that is the first one we're going to use is we're going to be using something called chord tones. Now these are the individual notes that make up the chord, and we can use these to create a melody. So let's look at how we do that. Just double click and go inside our clip. What I'm going to do is I'm looking at the top ones here, and I can see there's almost like a descending. You see these notes here are descending, and then this one goes up. So that might be a good place to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete the other ones. Okay, so now what I'm going to do with this as well is I'm going to click in the window and press Command A, which selects them all, and Command Shift up. I'm going to do that twice. That puts up the octave twice. Okay, so that puts it in a new register so we can hear it clearly. So let's hear that. So this already could be like a backing vocal melody or something, another synth line. We're extracting melodies. Okay, so if we want it to be some like a vocal melody, we need to probably put some rhythm in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and turn the fixed grid on to 16th note, so we put a bit of rhythm in. And I'm just going to play around with some 16th notes and then start using my ear to kind of guide me, like if I want the note to go up or down or not. Now this is where Ableton's scale feature is amazing, because you probably can hear if the note goes up or down, but then your music theory is the barrier that holds you back, which is not knowing which note to go down to. Your ear might be good enough to hear that it goes down to a certain note, but if not, it's where Ableton's scale feature comes in handy. Notice my MIDI window here is all kind of one color. It's because I've gone scale, I've chosen the key that I want to be in, minor, then I've pressed this scale button here, which what it does is it gets rid of any notes that are not within the key. So every note will work. There is no wrong note, which is amazing. Okay, so let's now experiment with this. So I'm going to do the rhythm first. I've got something here. I'm going to go just double click to recreate the rhythm. Okay, then maybe that's going to be quite intense. So maybe just this note could ring out for half the bar, then something like that. And maybe we could go. So I'm just kind of guessing at the moment. Let's hear it in context. Let's hear it in context. Okay, so that sounds a bit crazy, this bit here. So I'm just going to stretch these notes out, make them go along. I quite like the movement, but it's a bit too fast. And maybe here we could have this note so it's not as intense. Maybe go down there. Now I'm just pulling it down. I've just heard that it went down. There's no magic here. I'm just pulling it down. Go listen. Does it sound cool or does it not sound cool? That's basically it. Okay, but you can see how we use the chord tones to get in this place. Now we're fishing. Okay, so let's hear this one. No, it sounded rubbish, so I'm gonna put that one back. Maybe that one could come out a bit longer. That could definitely be a starting point for a melody. You could start humming it. If you work with a vocalist or you sing yourself, that's definitely a starting point where you could start using lyrics or finding syllables within words, or even put that on a synthesizer. You know, that will definitely work. Okay, so let's try another technique here. Let's go down to this next chord sequence here, which is just the root note. Okay, so this happens quite a lot within pop music in the verses. So like I noticed this quite a lot with like Taylor Swift sort of songs. Also Post Malone. It's quite repetitive, and it features around the root of the key. So say like here we're in F minor, so it'd just be F all the way through. Quite a rhythmic sort of pattern. But let's have a look. So I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to delete everything apart from the root. I'm going to go and put it to I'm going to go 8th notes this time. Find the root. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off the beat a little bit. I'm going to go something like... maybe like this. And then what you could do is do like a little kind of high note and low note on the end. And let's hear how that sounds. So let's go down here. That sounds cool. And then what we could do, simply click at the start, drag all the way so the whole bar is highlighted, so at the top here. So it's not just to the note, you've got it right to the end of the bar. Command D, duplicates, and do it right across the end. Okay, a bit repetitive. Also, we could do our trick we used earlier, which is Command A, then Command Shift up. And then like I'm hearing here, this note could go higher, so I can just go in, grab this note, press the up key. Maybe something like that. Remember, there are no wrong notes. Cool, that works. Okay, so it's definitely one to play around with that. Like I said, it works quite cool in a verse. Okay, last one, which is call and response. Okay, so I'm going to go in here, delete all these notes again. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to find the F note and I'm going to go to 8th notes again. Call and response is like asking a question and replying. So when you ask a question, usually the intonation or the pitch of your voice goes up. And when you answer, it comes back down. So you'd be like, hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. So we're going to sort of say something like that in music. So we're going to say like, let's go, hello. And then we're going to say like, I'm fine, thank you. Let's try that. This might sound terrible. I don't know. Let's have a listen. Okay, that's not too bad, but it's just this note here doesn't sound very good. So remember, there are no wrong notes, so we can click, press up or down. So I think it should go, yeah, let's try that. Okay, again, let's Command A, Command Shift up. So I reckon this one here should go there. Should go there. Another thing we can do is to make it sound a bit more vocal, get more, and we just shift them over a little bit so they all blend into each other. Still, I reckon that note there should be there. Let's try that. I think we could maybe repeat that. So one thing you can do is, what's quite good is hold down Alt or Option on the keyboard. That duplicates it and we can just drag. So I'm just going to drag it to the same place. Yeah, there we have it. We have 3 super simple ideas to put you in the area to go fishing for melodies. You can see here there's no wrong notes with this scale feature on, so just use your ear to guide you to hear if you can hear the pitch goes up or down. And again, this scale feature is great because you can just use your ear to guide you and move notes up and down, and really makes it easier fishing for notes you're not bounded by your musical theory knowledge, and you don't have to download one of those free MIDI packs. Okay, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. It all helps us on building this channel and getting you more content like this. Any questions about what we did today or any further ideas on stuff you'd like us to cover, don't forget to leave a comment below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. I've been Craig Lowe. This has been the Push Patterns channel. Until next time, thank you very much.